Hey guys, welcome back to the OBS build. Yesterday we took off the fuel bowl and today we're working on the Hpop. And I've been working on it for about an hour and I don't have a lot of progress done because some of these spots are a little tight. But anyways, let me show you what I've got done so far. Okay, so on the Hpop, I've got the two oil lines that feed the heads disconnected. I've got the passenger side, and I don't know if you can see it, and the driver's side right there. When I was looking at my instructions that I got from Riffraff, it said something about a quick disconnect. So I bought this tool. But yeah, it turns out my Hpop didn't have a quick disconnect at all. I ended up taking it off using, I believe it was a 9/16 bout wrench. And I took this off real quick. So yeah, I don't know if some of these Hpops come with quick disconnects. I believe they do, but mine didn't, so that's pretty cool. And another thing that we've got done, actually, let me get the light over here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so the other thing that we got done is taking off the bolts for the cover on the Hpop to get to the drive gear, and all it is two bolts. That's two bolts that are right in front of your engine. So you look right at your reservoir for the Hpop, and you go down a little bit, and right behind this hose, I believe it's a heater hose, you'll see my socket. It's an 8mm deep socket. There's going to be one right there and one right about right there. So you take those two out, and I believe the cover is held in there with some RVT as well. And your cover will come off, and you'll have access to the I believe it's an 18mm nut that holds the drive gear and the pump in place. And I believe that after you have that nut taken off, we'll be able to pull the Hpop out. So we're gonna try that right now. Okay, so I've got this cover pretty much popped, and what I did is I stuck my screwdriver right at that edge, and I started hitting it until I felt it pop loose. And now what I'm doing is I'm going all around the edge, just getting it loose, popping it loose, and you pretty much got it. It's one more step. Let's see. Oh. It's coming. Alright, so I'm gonna put this down and get that thing out. Okay, so we've got the little cover off, and this is basically what it looks like. And now, if you can see, okay, yeah. So now you can see that we got the axis open, and I'm not even gonna try and show you because I can't even see it, but somewhere in there's gonna be an 18mm nut that we have to get to so that we can actually take out the Hpop. So I'm gonna go and do that right now. Okay, so I'm gonna show you something real quick, but don't make fun of me. So that's my lighting setup, and it's cooking the hell out of me. That thing is hot, but you know, so far that's all I got, so I gotta work with it. Okay, so this whole lighting setup that I just showed you, apparently you can't have it upside down because this thing just busted. So back to the flashlight. So anyways, I got that nut loose, and this is basically my setup. We've got the 1/2-inch ratchet on a little extension, about 3 inches, and then the 18mm socket in there. So it's already broke loose, and I'm gonna take that nut out right now, real quick. Okay, so it actually wasn't a nut, it was a bolt. It was this, and I got it out, but you gotta make sure, you gotta be really careful because it comes with this washer, and it can fall out like it did on me. Now thankfully it's pretty fat, and I've heard that it's designed so it doesn't drop in there, but you still don't want to take that chance. So don't be like me and don't drop this thing in there because it's a pain in the ass to get it out. I spent about 10 minutes getting it out of there, and I found out one thing. It's really good to have big hands in a lot of situations. Working on trucks, it's not. The hardest part about doing this whole thing was being able to fit in there to get all to all the bolts and stuff. But anyways, we've got this out, so now we're gonna try and remove the Hpop. All right, so we finally have this thing out, and let me see. So this bolt is the one that's gonna be in your front cover, you know, in front of your reservoir, and that's that washer that you wanna try and have it fall on you. And on the back of the Hpop, you have two more bolts. You have one right there, and another one right there. And I believe they're 10 millimeter. Yeah, you've got 10 mil bolts on the back of it that you gotta take out. And basically after you got those two bolts taken out and your 18 mil bolt on the front of it, you're pretty much ready to take it out. It does take a little bit of force, but all I did was just jiggle it a little bit out and pull this straight out, and it came right out. You wanna make sure that if your gasket doesn't come out with it, that you take it off from the reservoir so you don't stack them. And you want to make sure that you get a new one. Don't reuse the old gasket. Again, on the back of the Hpop, you're gonna have your IPR. That goes somewhere in there like that. And to take it out, you basically got to take it apart, because as you can see, it doesn't have enough room to come out. So you take off this little nut on top of it. Take that off, take off this collar, and then this whole thing comes out. So after you have this whole thing out, you can take your 1/8" wrench, crank on it, and it should come right out. And you want to take all this off before you send it off as a core, because you're gonna need them. And I actually have a rebuild kit for my IPR that I'm gonna be installing with the new Hpop that I'm getting. So that's gonna be pretty cool too. But basically, we're pretty much done with this. I'm gonna package it up and send it out to get rebuilt. Alright guys, so that was it for this video. And it actually wasn't that hard of a job. If I can do it, trust me, you can do it. It just takes a little bit of time and patience, and squeezing your hands into some pretty tight spaces. But other than that, not that bad of a job. Right now I'm gonna start working on the turbo, but that's gonna be for the next video. So if you wanna see that, subscribe, and don't forget to leave a like and a comment. See you on the next one.
Hey.